What's up, guys? So a couple of weeks ago, I made a video sort of lining out my plans, what I wanted to do before the Burning Crusade Classic launches. And obviously, well, I'm not doing too hot. I'm level 31 on my Shaman. Some of you wanted me to turn this into a series. I'm going to make at least an update now, and then we'll see where I am when TBC launches. So yeah, let's now first let's reiterate sort of what my goals were. Now, obviously, I wanted to get a character to max level. This one's level 31 because I've just been leveling and I haven't been playing as much as I wanted to. It's now the 23rd of January when I'm recording this, which means I have like 12 days until launch. So I'm very much probably not going to make it leveling, but I'm enjoying leveling. So I'm just going to level it by hand, and then we'll see what level I am when TBC rolls around, and then I might boost or I might just keep leveling, and we'll see how it plays out. Essentially, I'll have to decide that a little bit later. We'll see what level I am. I also pointed out that I need a lot of gold. Like, I want a lot of gold if I want to get to where I want to be, which includes like having maxed professions, which I very much don't. I have mining and enchanting at like really low level. I have 73 silver on this character. Well, I do have a little bit more gold on my other character, which is on the auction house, where we have 19 gold right now, and it's going to be 26 once I collect my cells. And I also have a good chunk of materials left over, so we have a bunch of copper in my bags, for instance, which we are going to go post to the auction house. So yeah, I need a lot of gold. I needed a lot of gold. I've been trying to make gold, and I am kind of rich for level 31, I would say, 26 gold. I haven't bought my mount yet, but I'd say this isn't bad at all. But the gold is definitely a very heavy limited factor. So what I've been doing to make gold is I made this level this banker that I just ran up to Thunder Bluff, and then as soon as I had a little bit of extra gold, I sent it over to him, and then I've been flipping. So what I've been doing, if you look through my my sales, we can see that over the last 30 days, yeah, sure, we can do that. These are my sales. We have 74 gold in sales. Obviously, I've spent a good chunk of gold as well, but overall, we've made a lot of gold from flipping. We have about 14 gold profit from flipping. And that's from the sold stuff. And then obviously I still have a bunch of copper ore left over. We've sold a ton of strange dust. I've been buying so much strange dust. You can see, obviously, I've been prioritizing the enchanting dust for the simple reason that it doesn't cost anything to post it to the auction house. There's no deposit cost, which makes it just perfect. And a lot of people are leveling enchanting now, so it's pretty good. For that reason, if I can find anything cheap, it usually sells the same day. Like, I'll just buy anything below my maximum price using my flipping settings, and they sell, essentially. Now, what I have been considering is to do a little bit of farming, do a farming session right now. So I have, so I'll soon be going back to Crossroads according to the leveling guide, and I could do a farming session in the Barrens to max out mining and get a good chunk of gold from that, just some stuff to get over. The main reason for that would be to make sure that I have mining at a high enough level to where I can get mithril when I get into the zones where you can get mithril deposits. Because mithril is quite valuable, and it's going to be really important for leveling. But we'll have to see. Now, as I said, flipping enchanting has been absolutely fantastic. You can buy, I'm probably going to buy all this strange dust because it's been really good. I'm just using my my flipping settings that I've been using since Classic. These work really, really well, buying for less than 80% of market value. And we're just selling. So I've been scaling this up from 1 gold. Right now, I've finally gotten to the point where like I can't actually spend all my gold on dust, which is why obviously I had all of the copper ore in my inventory, because I definitely need to branch out into other materials to keep spending my gold. There are some material types I'm planning to stay completely away from. That's herbs, and that is food materials. And the main reason I'm going to stay completely away from them is that they're used primarily for consumables. And consumable demand is going to absolutely evaporate if it hasn't already, which means that they're just not going to hold value at all. You want to stay away from that. You want to focus on things that are mostly used for leveling professions, because they keep value really, really well, which is why I'm not afraid to buy a lot of enchanting dust, because I know that enchanting dust keeps value quite well, because it will still be needed for people leveling professions, and people are always leveling professions. So that's why I'm doing that. Cloth has been too cheap relative to the vendor cost, so you're just guaranteed to lose money from deposits. Bars I've looked at a little bit, and the same with ore, but I haven't found many good deals. And I've also been looking a little bit at the stones, which is something I have had success with in the past, which I'll probably look for again, because it's generally a really high selling items, but we'll just have to see, because we can see this dense stone, the vendor sell price is 2 silver 50, which means that at 3 silver it's absolutely not worth it. You're going to lose all of your money on deposit. This heavy stone, however, is looking really juicy, and heavy stone is used quite a bit for leveling, and as you can see here, it's something I did flip a lot for the challenge. Now, with all that being said, are my goals? My goal was to get to like 3,000 gold, have 3,000 gold after buying my epic mount and leveling professions. Like, I'm obviously insanely far away from that. Like, are they still relevant? I mean, I underestimated, or rather, I didn't know how much time I would have to dedicate to playing the game in the pre-patch. At this point, I'm probably not going to make it to 60, but I'm enjoying it, so I'm just going to keep leveling, as I said. Might boost, might not. I think the most important thing is to get enough gold to get at least one profession to 300 before the launch. So I'm ready to make gold with the Burning Crusade profession. I'm probably going to prioritize tailoring, because it's going to be really cheap to level. It's usually one of the cheaper ones to level. Cloth is not that expensive, although you do need a lot of it. And it's also something that I can get really good value of almost right away once I get into the Burning Crusade zones, because I can start doing the cooldown cloth right away for just easy, very easy, guaranteed gold. And then you have stuff like bags as well. Then once, if I'm at 0 gold and 1 max profession at level 60 when the Burning Crusade launches, that's actually a pretty good spot to be in. The reason why is obviously when you're leveling 60 to 70, you're going to get quite a bit of gold and materials. So I'm going to make just a lot of gold from leveling, from quest rewards and stuff like that. And then obviously I can also, once I get to level 70, we have the opportunity to farm primals, farm other materials from mobs, which is going to help out in growing my war chest. So I'm not too concerned about having that much. Like, I don't feel like I need to have that much gold going into the Burning Crusade, but I do want to be prepared with my professions now, while there's still people farming in the classic zones. So that's sort of the idea, and then we'll just have to see how much I can play and whether or not I boost. But that's the general plan, and that's where I'm at. And I mean, as you can see, there's still quite a lot of gold to be made from just flipping classic materials. Just make sure you focus on the ones that are mostly used to level professions right now, and not the ones that are mostly used in max level crafts or consumables, or something that max level players are buying right now, but they won't be buying in 2 weeks when the Burning Crusade is out. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching.